Okay. Okay, now I'm streaming. Okay. World of Horizon, welcome to the stream. Hold on. Is it gonna load or what? Hi, Withlands. Welcome to the stream. We'll be starting in a second here. Just need to get the stream open on my phone. There we go. There it is. Fantasy map? Yep. Hello, Riri. Welcome to the stream. Alright, so Gwithland, I don't think you were in the last stream. I don't quite remember. Anyways, we made this fantasy map, and now I'm going to be adding provinces and cities and stuff to it. Because lore-wise, I imagined it all being one just big kingdom. We can add multiple kingdom, but if we do, not too many. Okay. Strawberry, welcome to the stream. Sorry I haven't been here in a while, I've been busy. Oh, that's alright, Ruby. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And then after I do all the provinces, I'm gonna let you guys name the provinces and then name the cities that I'm adding. Alright. Okay, before we get started, I'm not entirely sure on the circle here. I mean, I do like the idea of the circle, and I feel like it might be a little too big. I feel like I should. This is for Atlantis, correct? This is for for something I'm writing, because I do like to write in my free time, but this could be for Atlantis. I could reuse it, although, I mean, Atlantis, it would give me a reason to make another fantasy map, and I do like making fantasy maps. So anyway, I feel like this circle should be like maybe a little smaller. I don't like that it's like the same size as this continent down here. I don't know, what do you guys think? Make it smaller or no? The whole idea of the circle here is that, like, in this world, like, the goddess, I guess, lives in a holy city that is located at the very center of this island. I feel like I should make it smaller. That circle should be the center of the universe. Center of the universe. Kind of like that idea. But, you know, let's make the center of the universe a little more precise and just make this smaller. So I'm going to... I think I'm going to keep the islands around it the same. I'm just going to make the circle itself smaller. So let's go to this layer, where I will... I'm just going to erase everything that was already here. And then I'm just gonna... Alright, just gonna copy paste that, and turn off that. Alright. So we take that, we're going to size it down. make sure I don't deform it much. A little more to the left. Does that look center enough? You know, maybe that's a little too small in comparison to the islands around him. It's a little smaller. Oh, Wolf, welcome to the stream. Okay, I feel like making the circle smaller kind of like highlights the imperfections in the circle of small islands around it. Like, I need to turn the brush size back down. Like this area looks a little worse now. I'm not entirely sure, but this area looks like that side looks a little too long. Circle is good. Alright. Yeah, alright. Let's just go ahead and start tracing it. Alright, sorry guys, I was looking at something on Discord. Alright. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, alright. Alright, we are gonna have to remake this layer, so... Alright, I think the way I did it before... Make all of the blank space white. And just delete that. Delete, delete, delete. See if I can get it from without zooming in. Got it. I'm so awesome. I believe there was... Yeah, there it is. A spot up here where the water didn't quite go through. That's why I try to avoid having like little diagonals like that. But I didn't see any more, so it might be good. If you guys do see some, please point them out. Why are your streams so much calmer compared to AltSense? I prefer calm streams. Really, the only reason I like the live streams because it's just chill. I can do what I like to do while have people people talking. Also, because there's like 4 of us. Yeah, that's also true. Nobody watches my content. That's why I need some ideas to get my channel out there, but I'm not entirely sure on how to do that. My initial idea was to make like a short, maybe like 5-minute video going over how I make my fantasy maps. I feel like a lot of people like to make fantasy maps, so I feel like 5 minutes isn't a lot of time, so I'm sure some people will click it and see, oh, I should check out this guy's channel. You're advertising your stream, my stream right now, in your stream, in your server? Oh, thank you. Let's see, hold on. How many subscribers am I at right now? Let's find out. I believe I'm at 231. Yeah, 231. I've risen 4 subscribers since coming back to YouTube, I believe. Which is awesome. Alright. Time to actually do what the title of the stream is. Provinces. And I don't think you guys can see, like, this little menu that pops up. For some reason, I think it's technically a different tab. So, you can't see it, but whatever. Provinces. I just got another Discord thing. Oh, in Atlantis. Thanks, Riri, for advertising. Alright, provinces. So, I think the first question is, what do we do with the, like, holy island here? Do we make it one province? I think we make it one province. The holy city should be named the Holy City of Fishland. Okay, canonically, it's just called the Holy City. Wait, hold on. I'm actually gonna check the Google Doc right now. Does it technically have a name? Sorry, Google Docs is unable to open the document. Hold on. Come on, Google Docs. It's Google Docs. Why is this not working? Hold on. I'll open it on my computer instead. Here we go. Hold on. Anne Stark. Okay. It is technically, canonically called Anne Stark. I kind of just want to call it the Holy City, though. I'm not entirely sure. What do you guys think? I like that idea, Gwithland. It seems like you all agree on that, so yeah, let's do that. So, Anne Stark, aka the Holy City, is right there in the middle, so let's just make a little province around that. I don't like the shape of that for some reason. I'm gonna try again. Okay, you know, the shape's better. Needs to be centered though. Alright. Riri thinks it should just be called the Holy City. I kind of agree, although I already made it canonically called Anne Stark. Do I just change that? I mean, it feels kind of weird, clunky to have the Holy City 2 times in like 2 sentences. Same shape as the island? Ooh, that's a good idea too. Okay. Okay, but I have to shrink it down so much to the point it's practically just gonna be a circle. Okay. What do we think of that? Circle is mid, add some shape. Gwithland likes the circle. Alright, guys, hold on. What if... Actually, I'm not going to delete this. I'm just going to move it to the side in case we decide to actually use it. But hear me out. What if we just go full on Washington, D.C. and put it in the middle of a square? What do we think? What do we think? Yeah, no. Ooh, I know. What if we go full on Washington, D.C., put it in the middle of a circle, but rotate it? Ooh, what do we think? What do we think? Yeah, no. Yeah, no, for the square. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing the square. Let's see. We can do the circle. We could do just a random province shape. I don't know, but like, feels like it would be incredibly formal, like uniform for the Holy City. Well, what are our thoughts on just making it like a perfect circle? Think of it like Wakanda. Like this circle marks a barrier set up around the Eternal City. Sure, I'm gonna roll with it. Is that a perfect circle? Well, it's not even centered. Hold on. Okay, well, let's make it a little bit smaller because I don't think it's possible to center it like this. Is that centered? Hold on. Just making sure it's perfectly centered here, which it is. Eh. Okay, is that perfect circle? That looks like slightly like an oval. It looks like this side is ever so slightly longer than this side. Wait. That's not the center of that. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, no, on the top here, it's not a perfect circle. Looks like a circle. But is it centered? That's centered. Wait, no. Oh, wait, well, you know what? That is centered. I think we I think we just roll with the circle. What do you guys think? Just use the circle tool? Yeah, that's what I was doing, but with the tool, I don't really know if there's a way to shape it down without. Yes, there is. If I just hold shift while I do it. Yes, there absolutely is. I just figured that out on the spot, just so you guys know. Oh, that's not supposed to be filled in. Oh, it's because it's size 30, that's why it's filled in. Okay, so shift. Okay, does it look center enough in the continent? I think it does. Even if the dot itself isn't perfectly centered. Alright, so what do we think? Okay, so if there's a magic system in the world, is it all controlled or mad and uncontrollable? Because with my question, if it's more controlled, do the circle, but if it's not, make it wild. I'd say it's more controlled. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with this. Alright, now we can actually do like the actual provinces. So, I think a good border, like a good natural border, would be this. Because, I mean, okay, again, look, the lore for this lake here is that this used to be connected to the ocean up here. Like, there's a great valley here that used to be filled with water, but now it's dried up. Just a bunch of lakes. This great valley, I feel like, would make an excellent natural border. We spent 20 minutes on a circle, by the way. We spent 20 minutes on two circles because I also spent a bit of time resizing this one. Okay, so anyway, how big do we want these provinces to be? Maybe around that size. What do we what do we think about this size? That leaves room for plenty of provinces. We will be here for hours naming them all. Probably not hours, but it leaves a good number of provinces. A little smaller. Okay, we also need to take into consideration we need to leave room for the text that will show the province's name. Let's see, let's go ahead and make that layer. Province names. Okay. If I were to make the text, let's say we name this uh, okay. Okay, yeah, let's say we name this Gabagooland. This is text size 15. I think that fits somewhat well. Maybe size it down a little more. This is text size 13. When we get to 10, it starts getting like very pixelated, like Minecraft text. 8, we get to what is this? I think 10. Also, when zoomed out, though, 10 does look incredibly small. So I don't know. That's just something to take into consideration. The only thing I focus on is how ugly the province shape is. That's fair. Make that split into 4, and you are good. Did you see how much land we're gonna have to cover with provinces that small? That would take ages. I feel like this size is good. So let's see. Text size 12. How well does? Also, do we want a specific font for this? I mean, this is just Calibri. Let's see. We could do Old English, Gabagooland. Let's see. Anyone have any good? Ooh, Wingdings 3. Yes. This is the font. Um, 20 to 35 nations. Let's see. How many provinces do we think we could fit on here? just on the main continent itself, including this island down here. Because I just not including all of these islands, because I have no clue what I'm doing with these. I guess it could just be a bunch of island provinces, each one containing like one big island and a few smaller ones. I'm not entirely sure on the island rings. Yeah, that's true. Population density also needs to be taken into consideration. Anyway, let's just set it back to calorie. Times New Roman is right there. Let's see. I do think the text size should be a little bigger. Yeah, there we go. That way the font actually shows. It is a little big compared to the references themselves, though. Oh, there's a fly. Uh, Flashlight. No, big way. Yeah, it's something I did consider. Make a Holy Roman Empire nation. Might be a little hard to move with the text. And so we just have like a bunch of numbers over here. Number 122, Gabaguland. Yeah, let's go and just start with that. I'm not going to keep the color though. I was just doing that to show the exact size a little easier. All right. Let's start with this area right here. All right. I also have no idea where any hypothetical geological features would be, like mountains or rivers. We can just make that up as we go. That looks kind of ugly. I don't know. Whatever. Let's like, draw a full province and decide what we think. Yeah, no. No. Okay, let's stick with like on this side here because I do really like how this border looks next to the lakes. Every real map has their own small nation with too many provinces. Slovenia. That is true. But fortunately for me, this nation is not that nation. And let's make this one look a little longer. Extend over here to the coast. What do we think of that? Do we keep this? I'm not. I'm not entirely sold on this shape. I mean, whenever I do work building stuff, world building stuff, I'd always make mountains, rivers, then base some of the borders off of them. Hmm. Should I do mountains and rivers before we dive into provinces? Maybe we should. Okay, no, I definitely should. Because if I know where mountains are, I can incorporate that into the story as well. So, yep. All right, let's do mountains first. Um, okay. Layer 7, mountains. Okay. How do I show mountains? I don't really want to spend my time going, oh, look, uh, mountain. Ooh, look. It's ugly. Ooh, look, mountain. I don't want to spend my time doing that. Let's see. Guess we could do a topography map, and then maybe like just do it with um just increasingly more intense colors. Let's see. Why is Wait, I'm slightly confused. Why is it acting like it's on low opacity? Oh, it's because I'm on recolor, not color. Okay. So let's say, yeah, that's just like, I don't know, somewhat hilly, lots of hills, small mountain, mediocre mountain, big mountain, really big mountain. I don't know. What do we think? It's actually a really good sketch, though. I mean, it's just 3 lines and some shading. Like shade an area in gray to show mountains. All right, let's do this. So hilly. Where are going to be our hilly areas? I'm thinking the mountains themselves. Maybe one range here that led to like the existence of this big valley area filled with water. Like all the runoff went directly into there. Um, Maybe some mountains following. Yeah, maybe like that. What if we have the entire continent just divided by one mountain range? And then we have, I don't know, some more mountains right there. Doesn't have to be realistic. It's a fantasy map, so we can just have it like split off like that for no reason. Um, so yeah, there's that mountain range, and then there's more mountains that kind of just follow the circle around the coast. Although I'm not entirely sold on that. What do you guys think? What's the story on how the big river dried up? Also, Riri has an idea. With how it dried up, I'm not entirely sure. I guess just natural sea levels lowering, I guess. I'm not entirely sure. Um, maybe, maybe, I don't know, maybe. something happened with like the weather and suddenly like there was a lot more runoff on this side rather than this side. So there's like a bunch of rivers over here. I'm not entirely sure what would cause that to happen, but I'm sure that's something that can happen. All right. So, okay, let's grab the big brush. Actually, hold on. No, I'm gonna delete this layer real quick. And then I'm just gonna make a copy of the land layer and have it on top. That way, these mountains don't go off into the ocean. I might have to move that lake. That realistically probably wouldn't be there. Not the big lake, but the two right small ones right next to it. Maybe, yeah, we can have it curve a little. All right. And then we have these guys come in, follow the coast, and it just blend into it. Okay, so Riri's grand idea, where, where there's that small pointy area, which I'm assuming. Okay, there's kind of three pointy areas. It could be this up here in the north, this in the uh, west, northwest, and this in the south. I'm thinking they meant up here in the north for some reason. Okay, when that when that ends, a mountain will separate the continent into two, reaching into that other ocean. Scale wise, how big is the map? The one by the second one, right here. Also, okay, the scale. I want the story to be quite long, so maybe this this small island right here, or not really small, is probably around the size of maybe Australia, maybe a little smaller. Or maybe I should make it a little bigger than that. Small one. One by the second one, the small one. One with the three islands by it. Over here. This is what you mean. Three islands. What you meant right here? Three islands? No, because that's not really a pointy area. You meant these. No, because if you meant these three, you would have just said yes when I thought you meant those ones. I'm so confused. Wait. Hi, Fish, but you don't know. Hey, Jose, welcome to the stream. Riri, okay, you said yes, so I was correct in one of those. Is it the northern one or this one? You said no right after, so maybe you said that when I was talking about this one. So maybe you were talking about the northern one. Okay, I know I got it right one of those times. So just say the northern one for the northern one, or just say not the northern one for the other one. Also, I never answered your question, Josefa. What are we doing? Um, the fantasy map we made yesterday. I'm going to be adding provinces and stuff to it, but before I can do that, I need to add mountains and rivers and stuff, just to make the borders of the provinces look more realistic. Riri has died, apparently. And I forgot to put the music on loop again. I always forget to do that. Okay, so right now we're doing a topography map. It does have some very sad news. Riri is dead. They had a stroke after me messing up the idea so much. Oh, never mind. Okay, so not the northern one. You mean this one? This one right here. Okay, so what was the idea again? Okay, when that area ends, a mountain will separate the continent into two, reaching into that other ocean. I don't entirely understand. I mean, like, have it just go down like that or something? I kind of like what we got going on here. First, we need to... Well, sure, we'll just have these hills extending out into the coast. We need to add more hills around the mountains. How do mountains work? Are there usually hills around mountains? I'm not entirely sure on how those things work. Nor rivers. I suck at drawing rivers. Nope, not bigger. I want to make it smaller. Nope, not what I... Nope, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, that goes out into the water. This is all hilly. How do mountains work here at Fish 2025? I have said that many times before about various geographical features. Anyway, yeah, okay, sure, let's just go with them. Now, we need some hilly areas that aren't really mountainous, but still hilly. Like, really, probably most of the continent is going to be... Probably, like, a good half, really, is going to be, like, colored somewhat like this. Like, maybe there's, like, these hills right here, they're not affiliated with the mountains. They have nothing to do with the mountains. They're just here. A lot of hills. Maybe, okay, we have this continent here be just incredibly flat. Like, there will be some hills over here in the north, some down here in the south. But that's it. Like, hold on, let's get the second phase. Turn it down a little, no, that's up. Turn it a little smaller. We'll have, like... Then we'll grab the third phase. Yeah. Down here in the south, that is the highest point on that continent. Those are some pretty smooth mountains, huh? Well, these are just like the hilly areas around the mountains. And I don't want to go into too much depth here, because I want to get to the provinces. And again, I have no idea how mountains work. And even then, this is fantasy, so you know what? It can work like that if I wanted to. Let's have some hills over here. This will all be decently hilly. And we'll have some hills over here. This area in general will be relatively flat. Alright. Put some over here as well. But yeah, that's all just like the small hills. Really want the Discord server back? I can use this for the Discord server if I want to. Did we get the definition up? I mean, probably copy and pasted from like the first source. Copy from the wiki? Yeah, that's what I thought. You made a topographic map once? How did that go? You know what? What if we have also this island? I feel like this is big enough to warrant some hills and stuff. Let's put like a little bit. Okay. What if we have like just some really high mountains surrounding the holy city here? I don't know. Actually, maybe some like near the border, but not completely covering it. That's just a smiley face. Hold on. Let's some like that. Yeah, we'll have like just really high mountains around the edges of the island, maybe. I don't know. What do you all think? Went very well, actually. Turned out pretty nice. Oh, that's good. Kind of like Neo-Persia's capital and Laser's Wick Zone. Yeah, that works. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna... When we get to the high mountains, we'll get to that. For the time being, all we got is some hills. Yeah, let's just have them up against the coast. These are just the hills. I don't know why I keep saying that so many times, but these are just the hills. Sure, smoothing that out. Yep. To the next layer. It's a little higher here. start with big mountains. We'll do just the other areas. Yeah, we'll have these high hills pretty much be everywhere over here. So later I'll take a look at chat because I haven't done that in a minute or two. Man, I mean, I don't really need to be checking chat every minute, but I want to stay engaged with my audience. And no, not on that island. Alright. Let's see. Holy Island, good place to isolate yourself forever? Yeah, maybe. There's probably also not really many people on it besides for the Holy City in the middle. Probably just a bunch of, like, there's the mountains, like, thick forests, and the Holy City. Although, realistically, assuming all the water from the mountains is flowing out into the ocean, this would all just be like desert. I say realistically, as if a literal circle of mountains could form in real life. Now, on the layer 3. Let's make the bridge a little smaller for this one. Let's keep this one like away from the coasts. This is our like high hills. High hilly areas. Maybe it's like really small mountains, you could say. Yeah, so we're gonna have the mountains here and here, obviously, and then like this area over here, kind of in between the two, there's gonna be like this plateau, I guess. Oh, wait, I did say to keep this one away from the coast, so make it a little smaller. I say a little, then shrink it down like half the size. Right, now we can make it a little bigger again. It's that for no reason. I have like a little small area where the mountains and plateau kind of clear out just a little bit, and not that big. Maybe like trying to push size down. Yeah. Yelps basically. Yeah, pretty much. See you in a second, Gotland. Ouch. So, here, nothing too crazy. Over here we'll have a bunch of them that will just like barely connect together. Alright, on to layer 4. Oh wait, hold on. Actually, not yet. I didn't do layer 3 over here. Okay. Now on to layer 4. And we'll start over here because I nearly forgot last time. This is where like the real mountains begin. Small mountains over here. As high as that area goes. Like nothing. This is definitely going to be like the most boring part of the stream. Okay, that's like a little whatever. I'm just gonna keep it a little smooth just to fit with everything else. Yeah. Okay. These are, yeah, they're decently sized mountains. Okay. Like these small mountains think like, I don't know, the Appalachian Mountains or something. These mountains, I don't know, what's the most average mountain in the world? Let's see. It's in the US, it's by the Pacific. Yeah, I'm gonna just trust you on that. Yeah, think of those mountains. Then there will be one more layer above this, which will be like our Everest mountains. I got him. Yep. Nope, there's no fly blood on my hands. Didn't get him. See what's going on in chat. Oh, welcome back, Withland. Alright. These are gonna split off. It's alarm. Just thicken these a little bit. This layer being our... No, that's not... There we go, our Everest Mountains. The tallest of the tall. The biggest of the big. And these are going to be all around the coast. single layer left. That is the very peaks. The peak of the mountains. And this one is going to be used brush size 2 incredibly sparingly. Not in these like really thick things, the really thick lines like over here. Still just a very peak, incredibly sparse. Let's say these peaks are... Okay, hold on. No, it doesn't split that early. Okay. As I was saying, let's say these peaks are a lot less frequent over here, because these mountains are a little bit shorter. Yeah, okay. And they're not going to be round over there. These mountains are really high. They're not the tallest in the world. And then one more. There we go. This is the highest point on the planet. Alright. So that's topography done. Wait. Says Riri. Wait, what is wait? Wait, what? Wait. I also... Yeah, hold on. I'm gonna... just... It goes a little less... big. Yeah, that's the highest point on Earth. It should be a little more distinct. There we go. There we go. That way it blends a little better. The highest point in the world should be in the middle of the Holy Islands. Well, that's where the city is. Hey Benito, welcome to the stream. Alright, you arrived at the perfect time, because we just did topography. And now we can get to interesting stuff. Provinces. I don't care enough to do rivers. I really don't think I'm gonna do rivers. I can just make them up as I make the province borders. Or should I take the time to do rivers? I mean, they're just gonna look ugly. I don't know how rivers work. I know they go from mountain to ocean. That's really about it. Yeah, rivers are needed. Yes, I agree. So this topography map, let's actually put it on... Ooh, that actually looks really good just on low opacity. Yeah, we're gonna keep it like this while I do the province borders. So these hills over here, they're not really hilly enough to account for like a province border. At least I feel. Alright, anyways. Let's go ahead and draw our province. No, I don't like that. Maybe you don't go from coast to coast, or eh. Yes or no? Do we like this? Um, that looks good. Yeah, alright, I'll go and keep it. Big province right there, I think we do that. That looks fine to me. And no, I don't like that so far. No. Okay. Maybe I do want a province border to be right here. Why is that gray? Why is that gray? It's not the same color. Why is that? Why is that gray? Opacity's full on both the color and the layer. I don't understand why it would be gray. Select it for the others too. It is. Whatever. I don't really care. Anyways, what I'm saying is, I want there to be a province border starting here, and then the two provinces on either side are gonna like dispute this island here. I think that'd be some interesting lore. Just throwing it a little ugly bit for no reason. Actually, no. This province is gonna snake around over here. I'm sure, why not? And the other province on the other side of the border will stretch. Yeah, it's gonna stretch around to the water here. Yep, that looks fine. Also going to give you this territory. There we go. That goes to a little bit. Go and chat. Go ahead and draw the mountain borders. Say, yeah. Where's the highest point? Let's layer a little higher. It's the highest point. Alright. I needed that for one purpose. Because obviously, one province is going to want to have the title of province with the tallest mountain, tallest point in all of Adventria. So, gonna go like that. You know what? No. I'll go the other way. This one line is going to run from the northern coast to the southern coast. There we go. So this should just entirely ignore the mountains for realism. Like a Swiss province in the mountains that controls the highest point. If we're gonna have like a Swiss-like province, it's gonna be over here. I also hate how straight, how smooth the line is. Do I redo all of that? I think I redo all that. I'm gonna be honest. Sorry, chat. Too smooth. Because when you mentioning Switzerland got me thinking of like how jagged the border looks. So obviously I want my borders to look a little more jagged. So it'll just roughly follow this center line. Sure, yeah, we'll give this one the peak. A lot better so far. Welcome to the stream, John Mr. Movie, inventor of movies. I must ask, what gave you the idea to create the first movie, Mr. Movie? I think it's a lot better. I liked photos and thought, what if we make many photos? Wow, that is well said, Mr. Movie. Can I get your autograph, Mr. Movie? It's such an honor to have the inventor of movies in my chat. I never thought I would see the day. Let's see. Can you sign my fantasy map? This one will be pretty big, because, like, nobody lives here. In fact, very big. I'm gonna go as far as to make the border up here. Following the small mountains of the plateau. What is the lore behind this map? It's just a little something for my, like, little fantasy thing I'm writing. There's not really that much lore. I mean, give me a second. Okay, no, that follows a straight line a little too much. It'll end up here. Okay. That's even worse somehow. Okay, no, it'll just, like, make its way down, then go back up at the end. There we go, that's better. So really the only lore we have so far is, I don't know, this circle right here, the Circle Province, is the holy city where the goddess lives. That's pretty much it. The rest, the whole thing, the whole world, I guess, is one kingdom. And everything we're making here are all the provinces. It looks like a black hole type thing. Yeah, I decided to have just a bunch of mountains, like, circling the island, I guess. And the lore is, I mean, I guess, I'm making this up on the spot. These mountains were made by the goddess to protect the home. They're not natural like these ones. See, have any of you guys ever seen Fjären? Because the whole story that I'm going to be writing, it's heavily inspired off Fjären. Oh, I went off into the ocean. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep that. This one will be a bit bigger. I said that, but it's pretty similarly sized. This one will be a little funky. And no, I don't like that its border ends up in like the same place. Okay, that's too round. That's too back and forth. So we're going to bring this and simply just do that. When are we going to name the provinces? Probably after I draw all of them. That shouldn't take too long, though. Actually, the lake will be a bit of a barrier between, a bit of a divider. And let's make this province a little larger for like no reason whatsoever. Yep, that's good. Let's go and jump down south real quick. We're just gonna have this one really long province. Yep, let's make it a little longer. It's not gonna have any more coastline, but yeah, there we go. We got Chile. Welcome back, Chile. Died November 6, 2027. Came back today. Let's say the provinces in general are maybe a little bigger in the south, maybe? Who knows? Maybe we can say a lot of the population lives by this lake. See, there's this album called Antimai. The Deer Hunter. And it's about a society divided into 8 parts based off class. This kind of reminds me of that in some way. Maybe you can get inspiration from it. It does sound a little intriguing. That sounds like a threat to Chile? No, it's not a threat. From the future. I know everything that happens. I transported myself to the present, but in return erased all of my memories. But before I did so, I recorded this live stream. This is pre-recorded. What was I saying? Let's make this the Bosnia. Give him a little bit of coast. Sure, those small mountains work as borders. Alright, this one's gonna have very little coast. This one's gonna get scammed out of coast. A lot of provinces so far. I think, okay, I'm seeing one issue, and that is most of the provinces are like the same size. And that in turn makes them less unique. So, How do we solve that, you may ask? We delete provinces. Those two will merge. These two will merge. Let's see. These two will merge. But you know what? Two of those look a little too big, so I say we carve out another province to take from these two. It'll have this peninsula down here, then it'll go up. Ooh, this province looks hideous now. I'm gonna keep it. Hideous borders will make it look more unique. There we go. Now there's a tiny bit of size variety. Just gotta hang somewhere. Okay, I'm just gonna, no, I'm staying out of the Gwithland. I started watching your Civilization Restarts video, but I haven't gotten notifications about it. Did you stop, or is YouTube stupid? Both. Except I have started again. I stopped for like 2 months, and I've started again a couple weeks ago. If you're still at the beginning of the series, just do know, Mr. Movie, it gets a lot better, don't worry. It's not all super low quality stuff. Like, for example, as you can see, I learned how I learned how to change this to that. No. Oh, hello, Katja. What are you making? Provinces for the fantasy map that we made yesterday. Alright, we'll have, yeah, pretty big. It's not that big. Okay, this one will snake up to that little lake, then go up. Actually, let's say it pretty much just steals most of the lake. Okay, most of the population is over here. And let's see. Maybe this area right here is pretty populated. Maybe down here. But right here. This group of provinces is basically just California. Can you make me a city or province? I'm not doing specific, like, province shape suggestions, since, I mean, it's, like, this is, I want to take this all, like, really seriously, since it's, like, not just for YouTube. But these city names I will let you guys make, oh, and province names, just following the rule that you do, keep it serious. Okay, you know, no, this Bay area is a little more populated, so the provinces are going to go back to being pretty small again. At least the coastal ones. So obviously that's where the population is. Wait, when I said the Bay Area, I meant this area. So, never mind. Delete the northern thing there. Oh, right. Let's cut that like there. Gotta have throw some border core in there. Maybe that's a little too small. That one will just be all that. Can you name province after a user by chance? I think its province should be called Bala. Huh, interesting name. Incredibly original. Never heard anything like that before. Bala. No, I got a better idea. Okay, wait. That'll start there. Snake down over here, and then follow this coastline instead. Okay, wait. Hear me out. What if we give this province an exclave over here? What do we think? Oh, welcome to the stream, Unscrambled. Welcome to the stream, Jake Branch. What is the red dividing line on the mainland? Oh, those are, that's the topography. I can turn it on all the way for you real quick. This is our topography map that we spent like the first... Okay, minus 20 minutes working on a circle. After those 20 minutes, we spent like, it felt like forever working on this topography map. Exclaves are cool? Yeah, I think exclaves in certain situations are cool. In other situations, they're just ugly. I just burnt my hand on hot chocolate. I hope you get better soon. Rest in peace. Okay, I have an idea. What if, okay, lore-wise, lore time, before all of the lands were united, there was like a kingdom in the north here that really didn't know how to draw provinces that well. And a bunch of provinces have exclaves within other provinces. Think of it like the whole Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan situation. Kotland? Yeah, I'll name one Kotland. Just for you, Katja. Yeah, this one doesn't have many people. It'll be pretty big. I think that's maybe not second biggest, but definitely up there. These are like the plateau. provinces, so they're gonna have no one. Think like Montana population. Actually, no, that looks a little too formal for an exclave. Let's say it really is just dug right out of there. Okay, so the eastern coast gets a little bit of population, the western coast gets a bit of population, the northern coast gets no one. No one lives here. It's too straight. There we go. There we go. I think that's all the provinces for the mainland. Northern coast is like Siberia? Yeah, pretty much. Can you make a province on the island southeast? Yeah, I'm gonna get to provinces there. I'm assuming you meant province and not make a city named Providence. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that right now. So yeah, this island here, it's pretty big. It's also kind of empty. And let's see. No, I want them to be a little different size. See, let's have like a really big one in the east here. Like, for some odd reason, just no one lives here. It's perfectly fine to live in, just no one lives there. Yeah, alright, let's keep it like that. And actually, no, I'll cut one more from this. Simply because I want at least one landlocked province here. Oh wait, no, never mind, because I gave him coastline over there. Whatever. But I don't like the province border that I drew. I'm going to redraw that. Maybe we'll have it go to there instead. Yeah, I like that. Now, I am going to go through with the whole exclave crazy idea that I originally went with. So this actually will connect up. I'm going to say that little bit of coast is actually an exclave of this one right here. Meanwhile, Switzerland here, and it doesn't go as far south as Switzerland, mainly just these northern coastal ones. Oh wait, hold on, no, but this still does need to be divided, because they're not one province. Yeah, we'll just have another small exclave just right there for no reason. Throw two of them in. Both of those belonging to this one. Yeah, okay, that'll probably do it. Maybe one more. Just one single port city over here, controlled by this one. Okay. Punish Republic? Yep, I'll do that. Gotta go. Alright, see you, Katja. If you're still here, you can go ahead and choose your province before you leave. Although now that I say that, it's going to be incredibly difficult to say which one you want. Um, unless it's Switzerland, or the most northern one, or the square island in the south. Because that's its own province. Okay, and now I've just realized the whole island chain over here, the ring, still doesn't. Oof. Yeah. Dang it. Hold on. I do need to do one thing. I'm just gonna copy the outline over again. Don't, dang it. I can't copy the outline. I can copy all of that, though. That's really the only part I need. Oh, dang it. Need the whole thing in view. There we go. Okay. Duplicate the province layer. We can turn off the topography. We'll need it again later for cities, but right now it's fine. Alright. So now we're gonna color all the provinces. Alright. This will take only a few minutes, then we'll get to naming. All the colors will just be, it'll be one of 4 colors. Why is... There we go. Okay. It'll either be that red, that yellow, that green, simply because I don't want to sit here for like hours just getting colors. So we'll start at the top here. Blue. I wish I could have like more than 2 colors selected at a time in Paint.net here. Might change the yellow, though it looks a little ugly. Make that one red. That one green. Make that one blue. That one yellow. Okay, that one will be red. Say it owns that island. You will own that island. Although this one will claim it as theirs. Oh, right. You guys will fight over that island too. Yeah, let's grab yellow, put yellow in there. Green one there. Blue one there. Red one there. This is going to take a hot minute. I've hit a roadblock. Because Switzerland currently borders all 4 colors. Did you read Dune perchance? No, I have not. 5 colors would be easier. I agree. I'd like to introduce magenta. Switzerland is magenta. Let's sprinkle the magenta in a little bit, just so it's not just the one. Put magenta in areas that feel like they have too much of the same color, too close to one another. We'll make that one blue instead. There we go. I think that'll work out pretty well. That one will be red. You own those exclaves. You own that exclave. Need a yellow over here, and you own that. Get a blue. Let's say you own all those islands and no one likes you. Let's also say that we need to get rid of that. I also just realized I've done all the colors in one layer, but that's okay. I can just rename them and swap. Okay. Need green here. Leaving out magenta, throw in magenta. Actually, let's throw magenta there instead. So we can then put red there. Green there. This one can either be red or blue. Make it red, I guess. And this one will be blue. This one yellow. This one red. That one yellow. This one green. Make that one magenta. And decide you own that island, and that island. Yeah, you probably own most of these islands, realistically. Make you red. Right, blue, you will own the rest of these islands. While we're here, let's make this one yellow. You will own this whole island chain. Let's make you yellow. Make you green, you red. Okay, you will own these islands. You will own... It's easier to just use recolor tool at this point. And that one, these ones, and that one. Okay. Back up here to the north. You're blue. Dabba-dee-dabba-die. You're yellow. You own all of these provinces. Not provinces, islands. You own all these islands. Okay, it's all the mainland ones. Make you yellow for no reason. Blue. Red. Green. Magenta. Green. Red. Yellow. Blue. Okay, now we divide the islands. Shouldn't be too big of an issue for this continent. You'll own that, the north one, you'll own the south one. Okay. Now to divide up the island ring. That's a province. Let's just say, like, these two are rivals. They hate each other for no reason. They hate each other over this island right here. The main island of the red one is this big red one, and the main island of the magenta one is this magenta one right here. So they meet at this point in the middle, and they hate each other. Actually, that one will be a little smaller because it has a bigger island. This green one will be just all these small islands over here. This yellow one will be the big island, and just a few of the small ones by it. Let's grab magenta. Let's make that one a little weird. It will not own the island for like no reason. The red one will own it. A lot of this stream is just me saying blank for no reason. I think we can make the rest of that 1. Actually, no, I'm not going to make the Holy City red. Blue, yellow, No, make it green. That yellow's kind of ugly. And then the ring around it will be its own province. For no reason. Okay, what do we think? We got all the provinces divided up. Who wants to count them? Alright, see you, Gwythland. Seems... Oh. Mr. Movie's gone too. I missed him. Huh. Oh well. Alright, well... My lucky 3 concurrent viewers that have reached this point. Congratulations. You've reached the part, like the actual good part of the stream. We're gonna start naming these guys. Now, first, I need to name Bala because... Oh, Wolf, you're back. Welcome back. Okay, Gwythland did say... Okay, make the northwesternly province on the main continent. Northwesternly. Did they even name a color? Okay, the most northwesternly. Okay, so this one right here, this blue one. Got it. This is Bala. Okay, and we do need to erase this one because I'm not calling a province Gabaguland. This was just for example. Okay, now guys, before we do start naming them, I will say there are already a few canonical province names that have been listed. Oh, you were here the whole time? Oh well, congratulations, you're the best part. Okay. There are 2 canonical names already, those being Laroa and Pylon. Where do we want to put these 2? And then I was thinking about calling one Alucena, but we don't have to include that one since it wasn't actually written down. I could just throw these all around randomly. Where's Cotland going to be? I don't know, you can choose, it's your province. You can have it be Switzerland for all I care. You can have it be this island one, the blue one. Okay, yeah, you guys probably don't care about these, so I'm just gonna throw these around randomly. Sure, you're Larone. Hylon. Hylon is more of a foresty one, so it's not going to be in the mountains. It's going to be... Sure, you'll be this one right here. You'll be this one right here. And I do like this name, so I'm just going to throw it in here. Seems like more of an islandy one. This red one right here, that is a Lucina. Okay. Now, can it be the green one that is around the holy city? Oh, by the way, I should name this the holy city. And Scotland. I might throw these three off the table. Holy City. I don't know. Maybe I need this one. The Ring. Center. Alright. These three are off limits. We got the Ring, the Center, and the Holy City. Sorry to take the one you wanted off the table, but I don't know. I want those names to be like significant for like the lore. Okay, so you can choose literally any other province besides those three. Okay, while you guys suggest names, I'm gonna start counting how many provinces there are, because I feel like it. I'll have to count. Hotline be the blue one that has the line. This one? Is this the line? Oh. No, I know what you mean. You mean this one. That's Scotland. There we go. Okay. D3, I think. Yeah, 63. There were 60 provinces, and then 3 holy provinces. I don't know. Alright. Okay, we've been here for 2 hours. It's 7 o'clock for me. I haven't eaten yet. I might finish this tomorrow. And there's no one here. It's just you now, Katja, I'm pretty sure. It says 2. Maybe Wolf is still lurking. But one person sitting around suggesting names isn't really that fun. And besides, we have 63 of them. Yep, I knew it. Wolf is still here. Okay, there's 63 provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of which are already named. No, 7 of which are already named. 8 of which are already named. So that is 55 names we still need. I say we do the names tomorrow. Land. All right. We'll do 5 more just to get down to 50, and then we'll finish it in another stream. So hold on, let me update the title. Adding provinces and topography. Okay, Hassenland. Where do you want it to be? Now, if that sounds more of like a foresty / mountainy one, let's throw that right here, unless you have any objections. Hassenland. Land could be one. I don't know. I don't know about land. Ooh, guys, what about this? Terraland Estonia. No, not Berg. Terraland Estonia. What do you think? It means land, 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 land. Okay. So that's four left before we end the stream. I do have an idea or two. I have a couple ideas in case. Berghain. Alright. Let's make it... Let's make this one Bergenhain, simply because the name fits well there. The province is long enough for it to work. Left. Maybe this one right here. That's Barossa land. 2 left. Daslo. I'm not. Yeah, whatever. Daslo. Alright, one more, then I'll go ahead and end the stream. Wait, hold on. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, no, never mind. Yeah, 1. Yeah, Wolf, I want you to name one for stream. You name the last one. Then we'll have a nice even 50 to do tomorrow after I introduce episode 30, because I still need to do them. I recorded it over the weekend, and I still haven't recorded it, edited. Officially, no, I need it to sound serious. The only way I would allow something to be named like something silly like that is if it was a province that there was no way that the characters would go throughout the entire story. So they're probably not going to go into any of these island ones, I'm going to be honest. Well, they're not going to go into the majority of the provinces. Galohine. Oh, I do like that. Red Northern Island, you said? Galohine. Alright. Well, thanks for the help, guys. We have 50 provinces left to name, and that will have to wait until next time. So, I'll probably stream tomorrow. Save that. Yep, alright. Wait. Yelan for Magenta? Yeah, I can do that. Yeland. Galohine and Yeland. And then, just so we still have 50, I'm going to take out the Barossa land that I added. That way, yeah, we still have a nice even 50 left to name. And I'll double check just to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yep. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay. 63 minus 13 is in fact 50. So, yep, hope you guys did enjoy the stream, and I will see you probably tomorrow. And even if I don't, I will see you on Thursday, because that's when the episode 30 drops. See ya.